What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte. On a recent interview, Dillian Whyte simply told IFL TV that if Tyson Fury steps to him, he will lay him out. Plain and simple. He's stated that he was actually kind of irritated during this interview. First of all, he counterpunched Kugan Cassius. And he was like, well, I don't even want to talk about Tyson Fury. He said, well, we have to talk about Tyson Fury. He said, why? Because when Tyson Fury said, I don't want to talk about you, let me stop you right there. You didn't say shit. You clammed up like a bitch. He was like, no, I didn't. He was like, yes, you did. And I got to counterpunch that. Yes, he did. When Tyson Fury, when he was doing that interview with Tyson Fury, and he called Dillian Whyte's name. I specifically remember that interview. You know, Tyson Fury cut him off. Let me stop you right there. You know, that's what he did. And Kugan Cassidy was like, okay. You know what I mean? He didn't really say anything. He didn't pry. He didn't meddle. Now, Tyson Fury did say a couple things regarding Dillian Whyte regardless, but Kugan Cassidy didn't push that issue. So Dillian Whyte is right about that 100%. So he was like, yeah, man, you didn't, I don't want to talk about Tyson Fury. And I tell you, I don't want to talk about him. You should say okay, like you did Tyson Fury, which makes a lot of sense. You know, the ongoing beef, for those that don't know, between Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte, they've been back and forth for the last 4 or 5 months now, simply because Dillian Whyte is the number one WBC ranked fighter in that sanctioning body. Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte were going to fight for a diamond belt, which is explained as bigger than the actual original WBC title. To me, they don't mean shit to me. They'll hold up your pants if they can do that, because it's the WBC we're talking about. But this particular belt was supposed to be like that created huge or super title on top of the super title, that they honored. And they agreed that Tyson Fury and Dillian Whyte should fight for, and Tyson Fury turned around and left that negotiation too. And that's really, I think that's what pissed off Dillian Whyte, because he's like, hey, you asked for something, they gave it to you, and then you still didn't want to fight. You can't argue with that. That's what Tyson Fury did. So Dillian Whyte went on to say, hey, you're good at conning the public. You're a bullshit artist. And this charity shit. If you would have donated $3 or $4 million to charity, it would have made headlines. Why haven't that surfaced? I mentioned that a couple months ago. I did a video about that, about his charity. You know what I mean? That he said what he was going to do. But, charities are real big they're real big on acknowledgement, especially if someone comes there and drops and donates a certain amount of money. Charities will be the one that explains, because they're proud and they're happy and they're grateful, right, that someone was able to do that. You didn't hear shit about that. So Dillian Whyte called that bullshit. You know what I mean? That's bullshit. He didn't donate anything to anybody. You know what I mean? So he said he's good at conning the public. He said he's a good fighter. He's an awkward fighter. But at the end of the day, he's talking about when he sees me, he's going to throw down. And he's like, I'll show him what a gym sweeper, because that's what Tyson Fury called Dillian Whyte. I'll show him what a gym sweeper will do, because I don't play those games. You want to fight, we can fight. It doesn't matter. And he can get it. And, and he doesn't know if they're actually really going to fight, because he had the opportunity to fight, and that's true. That's real. I mean, Tyson Fury, if he wanted to fight Dillian Whyte, if he wanted to fight Oscar Rivas, he would have fought those guys. He wouldn't have fought a guy like Tom Schwartz. So Dillian Whyte was really just going ham on him. But it was almost like, dude, I'm tired of talking about this guy. You know what I mean? Because Kugan, again, brought it up. And he had to counterpunch Kugan, And it was funny, though, And Dillian Whyte, for him having those scuffles and shit with Derek Chisora and all that, I don't think Dillian Whyte's one of them cats that will clam up, you know, telling Anthony Joshua, hey, we can fight bare knuckle if you want to. You can step outside. Things like that. You know, Dillian Whyte, man, people don't understand. I don't look at him the guy to just clam up. You know what I mean? And it would be interesting to see Tyson Fury, you know, approach Dillian Whyte. Because, you know, Dillian Whyte, I don't see bitching Dillian Whyte, you know, not in regards of Tyson Fury and anything like that. You step to that man, he might lay you out, or is he damn sure going to try? So the question is, you know, will Tyson Fury do that? You know, oh, one last thing. He brought up clenbuterol. Ooh, you know, it was, you know, it was rumored. I don't know how factual it is, but it was rumored that Tyson Fury tested positive for clenbuterol. That was brought up. But of course, Dillian Whyte said the same thing about Anthony Joshua. So, you know, you can't really take that to heart too much. You know, take that with a grain of salt, right? But that honestly was the first time I heard that. So I'll do some research on that. You know, you guys can tell me more about, you know, Tyson Fury and clenbuterol. You know what I mean? I thought the clenbuterol belonged to Canelo. You know what I mean? But anyway, Dillian Whyte, he's talking like he's tired of the bullshit. He's tired of the games. He's tired of the shit talk, you know. And he say he will lay Tyson Fury out if he sees him and he comes to him with that fuckery. You guys tell me what you think about what Dillian Whyte had to say. Do you think these guys will have a bare knuckle brawl? You know, of course, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.